Watch this before you launch your online business. 10 things to start your business. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths, and I've been in the online world for over 10 years now, and I've learned a thing or two to help you build and grow your business. Get clear who your audience is. The most important thing that you can do in the online world is know who your target audience is. And in the beginning, you might not know who they are. So the best thing you can do is really have a reflection of you. So that means really talking to yourself. You might think, I don't want to talk to myself. But the reality is, if you think about your likes, your dislikes, your age, your demographic, your clients are usually a reflection of you. Some of the things that you care about, your passions and your personality and your purpose, your clients will reflect that. So if you show up and start talking about the things that engage you and interest you, your clients will reflect that back to you. And the more that you can do that, the more that you can show up being consistent, but also showing up with that passion and purpose, your clients will really tap into that. So they want to know about you, what you like, what you dislike, and how you can best help them. So figure out, what do they need from you? What is that magic sauce that you have that you can share with them? How can you translate what you know, your expertise, your knowledge into something that people really want and they want to buy from you? Knowing what your offer is key. What is that thing that you are going to share with the world? It may be your experience in your professional life. It may be a hobby that you want to turn into a business. It may be that people always say, oh, wow, how do you do that thing? And you can start sharing that knowledge. Whatever it is that is your secret sauce, start sharing it and sharing it consistently, and really understand, is there an interest in this particular thing? I've had clients they literally make model tractors and they sell that online as a membership. And you might think, who is going to be interested in that? But there is a band of people in the world, a very unique niche, who really want that particular subject. And so the more niche that you can be, the more that you can drill down into an offering that people want, but they also get you. So rather than trying to be too vague, where you say, oh, I offer social media, that's so vague. Like, I offer how to do ads on Pinterest. That is so much more specific, and people will go, oh, wow, I need that thing. Be as specific as possible and it will reverberate back to you. Then you want to talk about it on social media. Now, I get it. Showing up on social media can be really, really intimidating and scary. But the more that you can show up, the more that you can give, it will reverberate back. So be consistent, show up on social media, but work out where your platform is, because you want to be smart about it. You want to show up in places where people are. Very often you can think, oh, I'm going to show up on Facebook because you know Facebook. But the reality is, how easy is it to build an audience on Facebook right now? And to be honest, it's not that easy. And so you've got to think, okay, so I like Facebook, where else is there? And the reality is that actually LinkedIn is very like Facebook, but it's much easier to grow an audience because a tiny fraction of people post content on LinkedIn. So you can explode your audience because there's loads of people lurking who like your content and want to buy from people like you. The other option that is working for right now is TikTok. It's very easy for you to build and grow that audience on TikTok, but you have to work out what resonates best for you. It might be that you think, oh my God, I can't possibly do videos, or you might really love them and love showing up. Work out what works for you. It is so important to test and tweak. Once you've got that kind of idea, that offering, test and tweak it. Get feedback from people. Ask them, what do they think about it? The more that you ask what people think about your offering, the more you'll get feedback. And that feedback means you get testimonials. You can use those testimonials as social proof. But also, if there's stuff that people don't like, that they don't understand, that they don't resonate with, that also helps you to refine your offering so you make it stronger and better. Don't be afraid to ask for feedback. The more you get, the more you can reverberate, and it will go back to you. So get that feedback. I remember when I created my first online course and had 70 people buy it the first weekend. And a load of people were like, oh, I don't know how to find this section that you promised. And I realized that it was really difficult. The layout, it wasn't simple and clean. So we switched it all around. We made it much easier. And that feedback was so huge. So listen to people and their feedback. It will reverberate back to you. Consistency is key. The more that you can show up with regularity, the better it will be. So create that video. Do that post. I post on LinkedIn every single morning, and I do it every single day. I do it. I'll have a bunch of posts that if I'm on a busy day, I will, show up early and post. But I show up. And the more that you can show up, the more that people get to know you. And when you feel like, oh, I don't know what to sell, talk about stuff that you're doing, whether you're going on a day trip or whatever it may be, but build that social connection, because people need to see you. If you disappear, they're not going to buy from you because they've forgotten about you. The online world is fickle. So the more that you can show up and be there and be like in the face, hi, how are you doing? The more they're going to remember you. When it comes to building your online business, you want to start out with one-to-one clients and start building those. Now, in the beginning, it's really scary to sell and you're thinking, how on earth can I get a one-to-one client? But start offering your services. Put on the bottom of the post, you're available for one-to-one clients from whatever month it is. And the more that you can do that and the more that you show up, people will think, oh yes, I'd love to work with you. And you will get people into your inbox if you're showing up consistently saying, I want to work with you. It might be that you start out with a rate for an hourly coaching service and you just offer 1 hour for a low ball fee. But imagine if you were charging $250 and you had 4 clients in a month. That's an extra $1,000 as a side hustle. What difference would that make to your mortgage, your car payments, and your rent, or whatever you have going on in your life? That's how you want to think about it. What amazing difference would that make? It could pay off some debt, your credit cards, whatever it may be. So start seeing it in that way, sharing that little service that you can offer. And then from that, you can scale and build. Once you've got those online clients and you're getting those one-to-one clients and you're building up, you might get to a point where you've got so many one-to-one clients that you want to quit the day job, which is fantastic. But then you start thinking, okay, what's next? So you want to slightly transition out of the one-to-ones. You might still love one-to-ones. I love one-to-one clients. And so I still have one-to-one clients and I love working with people one-to-one. I'm an introvert and so I love that. I get a real buzz out of it. But at the same time, I also know that if I want to scale what I do, if I want more time for my son, which I do, I only work 4 hours a day, I therefore need to offer other services. And that means creating courses, digital products so that you can scale. I have a membership and I have a group coaching program. And that means I can work with one-to-many. And that means I can scale and grow my business without actually having to work more hours. It means I stop trading time for money and instead I can work in a different way. And so while I have some one-to-one clients, most of my focus goes on my membership and my coaching program so that I can work one-to-one and also have that ability to work with one-to-many. And having that mixture, that combination, I love because it means I get a community of people, which, I really enjoy, but I still can also make that impact with one-to-one coaching. So if you want to scale your business, it's really important to automate what you do. And that means really transitioning from like somebody emailing you sending them a Zoom link, to then having an automated booking system. And there's loads of technology for you to do that very, very simply. And if you find it a struggle, you can easily find someone on Upwork or Fiverr to automate that. I know a bunch of people who can help you. They are virtual assistants. Search for them on Instagram or LinkedIn, or you will find many of them. Okay. So, get that automated. And then the next stage is automating your online courses. I have a group program that helps you to create that one-to-many offer. It helps you to build your course and then automate so you sell it. So you build a sales engine, because the more that you can build that engine where you've got a product and you sell it and it sells on autopilot, it means it takes you out of the equation. You don't need to sell, and it liberates you. It means that you can work less hours, have more time for your family, for your life, and still really build and scale your business. When it comes to scaling your business, it's really, really important to actually have that system in place. How are you going to scale? It might be that you love video. So you love YouTube or TikTok or wherever it may be. And so you really enjoy showing up on Instagram doing reels. Video is a great way to convert people and build that audience. So if you love that, then show up and really build those reels, show those videos so you're building an audience. And then once you've got the audience, then you can talk about products, your services, and get people onto your email list so you can sell to them. But it may be that you don't enjoy video. It may be that actually you prefer posting on LinkedIn is your place, or Facebook. It may be that actually you hate social media and you'd rather use SEO, so get found on Google, which works amazingly if you've got blog posts that convert people. I use a mix of all of these. And the other way that works really, really well is using ads. So using YouTube ads or Facebook ads so that you can actually drive traffic to an offering and get people onto your email list, and then they buy from there. You have to work out what works best for you. Once you've grown your audience, so you've really built out an audience, then it's about selling that digital product so that you are not trading time for money, so that instead you are selling those digital products and you're working with many people rather than one-to-one. But your one-to-ones, which you still may really enjoy like I do, you can charge at a higher rate because you have now grown an audience and you are now seen as an expert. And so you can amplify what you do, and you can amplify your authority and your expertise to make you stand out. So if you've enjoyed this video, I have lots of strategies to help you build and grow your online audience. Please check out below ways that you can think about, stopping trading time for money, and there's ideas for passive income. If you like this video, please click to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, bye, bye.